Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Break Soul video, and today we got some news regarding the 5th anniversary SENKAIMON tower, which is dropping in less than 24 hours as of me uploading this video. Now unfortunately Caleb actually haven't put the floor information in the data, so unfortunately I can't make a prep guide like I actually was planning to, so we're gonna have to basically go into this tower blind tomorrow live when it does drop. Now this tower should work quite different compared to other ones. I believe this is going to have 5 extra stages, so normally if you do beat floor 46 to 15 under a minute, you get 5 extra stages, but I think the anniversary ones have an extra 5 floors to get an extra bit of reward. So don't quote me on that, but I believe that should be the case. That aside though, this tower, I'm very curious on what it's going to be. So normally when we get the anniversary towers, it's a reskin of the current SENKAIMON tower with a few differences, right? For example, I'm pretty sure 4th anniversary and Warriors Path both share almost the exact same floors with a few exceptions. So this one right here might be the same, or maybe it's going to be similar to Cave of Diligence, the new tower that we should be getting next month. And that tower will be giving us the Ichigo too. So we can get the first Ichigo from the 5th anniversary tower, and going forward into the future when the Cave of Diligence tower comes out, we should be able to get more Ichigos from that. So we will be able to pick the Ichigo of our choice if you can beat all 50 floors. And surprise, surprise, the Ichigo is actually very, very good. Honestly, way more surprising than I thought it would. Now the artwork for this character is kind of funny, like kind of, I don't know, it's like in a thumbnail. I've already made the thumbnail for the character showcase because I'm going to showcase him in a couple of days, maybe even tomorrow, right? And it just feels like it's taken right out of the anime. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't look like official BBS artwork, but it is. Not it's a bad thing. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird. So let's actually look at the characters. So this Ichigo here is a human. So this is before he got his Soul Society powers. This is basically from episode 1, I believe, when he's beating up the guys that were trashing the girls' road memorial. So he's a sword killer. And he has 2 traits, Last Ditch Survival 100% and Strong Attack Damage minus 12%. I've seen a lot of people disappointed by this. Honestly, I think this is quite good. This is actually a really good link. I don't know why people are complaining. I guess that maybe they wanted low stamina damage or some extra kind of damage ability alongside the strong attack recharge, which I understand that would probably been better, but I don't think this is a bad one. In the future, so from 5 months time from now, we're going to have basically this Ichigo in every attribute, and that extra last ditch is going to be so clutch in every game mode, right? If you're doing SENKAIMON, if you're doing Epic Raids, Chronicle Quest, anything. Well, not Chronicle Quest, who's dying in there, but you get my point, right? Co-op, when you can potentially get one-shotted, that free last ditch link, because I'm sure everyone's going to be rocking this link on your characters if you are playing an SP character. It's a really good link, and it's going to save you so much hassle or even revive candles. So for me personally, with the way this game is where stuff can potentially one-shot you, I will always take ways to avoid dying, and last ditch is the way to do that. I'm a fan of it. I do like this link. That aside though, is this character good? Now if we go back to the previous SENKAIMON characters where we have SenkaIchigo and Sengetsu, right? Sengetsu is hard to mess up because he's a NAD character. He didn't have Flurry, and he's actually a good NAD character comparable to summonable units like the TLA SenkaIchigo, right? So Zangetsu wasn't bad, but it is kind of hard to mess up a NAD character because they're quite easy to make, right? There's no way you can mess them up unless they didn't give him a piercing NAD range, which they wouldn't really do in 2019 when the character did drop. And then you had SenkaIchigo where he's not really that good. Like, he was cool and fun around to play with like the first day. After that, you're never going to use him. And this Ichigo right here is actually, in my opinion, a top tier character. He's really usable. Now, is he top 10 in the attributes? Obviously, he can be in every attribute. So is he a top 10 in every attribute? I don't think so, because his strong attacks aren't the... They're good, but they're not the best. Let's not sugarcoat it, right? They're good, though. They're good. So actually look at his skills, right? So he has Bruiser plus 20%. Great. Berserker plus 20%. And Frenzy. For a free character, that is not bad. Then he has Devastation plus 40. Great. Debilitator plus 2, because he does have Lacerate in all his attacks. Frenzy plus 1. And this one's kind of cool. He has a team/party buff that boosts human strong attack damage by 20%. Now, this one says mind, but do keep in mind, depending on the attribute that you do pick, it will boost that color, right? So if you go for speed, it's going to boost speed humans. Now, human characters don't have that many characters. Like, if we actually go look into the album, you will see there's not a wide variety of them, so he's not going to be the best buff for your team. Like, I actually have it already loaded up. Like, funny enough, I'm only missing one human. That's actually kind of funny. It's the one I wanted to. So I guess it's really only buffing Orihime and Uryu. I guess if you want to use Ginjo and Tsukishima, they're options. But yeah, like, there's not many good humans, and that's why I made a tweet. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, by the way, I do decide to do that. I do post a lot of Bleach-related stuff or BBS-related stuff. So on Twitter, I said, we've been getting a lot of Calm for Your banners returning. And if you don't know, by the way, Calm for Your on World Round 1 is actually returning in a couple days. absolutely insane, right? So Can't Feel Mode round 6 returns. The Shinji one, I'm not sure what number it is, but that returned like 2 weeks ago. Then we had Can't Feel Mode round 4 return today, and then now we have round 1 coming back in a couple days. That, in my opinion, is leading to the sign that End of Month is going to be Can't Feel Mode. Even without those banners, I still thought that anyway, because last year, End of Month of August was Can't Feel Mode. But the fact that we're getting a bunch of Can't Feel banners thrown at us, I do think that's going to be the case. And also, it's a way for newer players, because remember, do keep in mind, a lot of players have started on the Asian server where they don't have access to these characters. So that's why I feel like Caleb are just releasing a bunch of bait banners, quote-unquote bait banners, because they want the, new players that just started to have a chance to pull for these, cool characters, right? But yeah, so I do think End of Month is going to be a Can't Feel Mode banner. And the theory being going around is that Aura is going to be in it. Now, it isn't confirmed, obviously, but the fact that this Ichigo basically boosts humans and there's really no human to benefit from this, maybe the End of Month banner is going to be Tsukishima, Ginjo, and Aura, a free human banner, which potentially all 3 of them will be SP related and they will benefit from that Ichigo boost. That's just my, tinfoil hat theory. We're going to see if that is the case, but either way, the Ichigo's still good. Like, okay, human cards aren't really the best, so he isn't providing the best buff, but it's still a buff, and it also goes back to himself, right? Because he actually gets that 20% strong attack damage, so now technically he has 40% Berserker. Now what we're going to do is hop over to Bleach Brave Soul Simulator just to showcase the character even more, right? So let me click on characters. So you can see here we have the 5 Ichigos. You can pick the attribute. Now if you're wondering which attribute you should go for, I would recommend just go for the one you lack a Soroba killer in. If you don't have any good mind Soroba killers, same goes for speed, power, heart, or tech, then go for that one. Now personally for me, because I am going to max transcend this character in 5 months time, I will be picking speed. And the main reason I'm doing this is because I want a good link for my future 5 out of 5 Aaroniero, and I also want a good character to potentially beat Guild Quest. Having him in your team 5 out of 5 would potentially be a good Guild Quest character, and I kind of want to do that in the future, 5 months from now, right? So let's quickly look at his strong attacks, because that's kind of big, right? With NAD characters, it's kind of hard to mess them up. With strong attack characters, it's hard to not mess them up in a sense if they give him bad strong attacks. So what we're going to do is click on these similarities, and as you can see right here, the normal attack string is similar to Basby, Drugum, Ichigo, Nemu, and Halibel. Not a bad NAD string to have. To be fair, he's a strong attack character, so it doesn't really matter that much, and we only really care about his strong attack 1. So his strong attack 1 is similar to Thousand Bubble Shinsui. That's the most, I guess, notable one, right? Now, this strong attack isn't bad. It is a lunge forward, but I believe if you position it wrong, you can miss people. But I'm not going to say the bad strong attack. It's a lunge at the end of the day. I'm all for it. His second strong attack is also another lunge. It's similar to Drugum, so it's not a bad strong attack to have. And double lunge is quite an interesting kind of kit to play around with. And then his third strong attack is a 900 AoE rated around him. Could have been better on the first strong attack part. If that was full screen, that would have been a lot better and it would have made him really, really good. But outside of that, he's still a very good character. Someone that I might find enjoyment playing around with. This is Ichigo in his, human form. No story powers. He's basically just beating people up that are trashing, road memorials. So I'm all for it. And that's basically the video, right? We don't have anything else besides that. I did want to make a preparation guide, but unfortunately the information for the floats aren't out yet. So that means we're going to have to go in tomorrow blind. Now, I will be streaming later today if you do want to chill out on the stream. I'm not sure the exact time, but I do want to farm speed link slots, because speed link slots do drop today, to farm this Ichigo, because I do want to link slot him tomorrow and then showcase him on the same day. So that was the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think of this Ichigo in the comments below. Are you excited for him? I know some people might not like the link, but I personally am a fan of it. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching to the end. If you did, I'll see you at the next one. Peace.